Wormholes react back to back.
Wormhole. We're in the React tank or whatever the fuck I called
tank.
it. I'm pretty nervous tonight, man.
What do they call it? Think Lab.
Think
no,
Lab.
what do they call the ones at the universities where they have like a whole bunch of people together? Is it Think Tank?
Think tank, yeah. This is the reaction faction.
This is the reaction faction.
That's better.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm nervous, man, honestly, because I just never thought I would be so prepared to be disappointed for a reaction video for a band that we just finished doing our top 5 of
classics
of 00 to 05.
Yeah.
Parkway was my number 1 spot.
Yeah.
It was your number 3, I think, something like that. Mutiny was your number 3. Cold Day in Hell. This band means a fucking hell of a lot to us.
Yeah.
And yet I am almost certain that this is going to be absolute dog shit for me.
Look,
I'm sure there's people that
it's still
going
to be. See, here's the thing: is it's still going to be good music, but it's not the type of music we listen to anymore.
No.
So
we are dads. Well, like we're in that age of dads, but this rock will never. This dad rock.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess we are in that age of
this
dads.
John Bon, Chad Kroger, Metallica.
Yeah, John Bon, fucking. We'll see how this goes, because I'm not going to sit here and knock it because I haven't heard this one. So yeah, we'll give it a go. This is Parkway Drive, The Greatest Fear.
Off the new album, fuck knows what it's called, just dropped.
Let's give it a listen. And yeah, we'll go
Here
from
we go.
there.
Wavy. Okay.
Music video looks fucking cool so far, though.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Okay.
There's some dope locations.
Wow.
There we go. So, first thing I've noticed is their mix. I've got to give them props on the mix.
Yeah.
Sounds huge.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
But obviously, you'd expect that. They've sounded huge, like we said earlier. They've sounded huge since Horizons, basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, both Killing with a Smile and Horizons obviously recorded with Adam and that from Kill Switch, and that was so ahead of its time. It's why it still stands up.
Yeah.
There's very few albums that are from that era that still sound as crisp and clean as what those two do. So yeah, sound definitely huge.
Definitely huge.
Guitar
definitely
tones
huge.
are great.
Yeah,
everything's crisp as, man.
Yeah, killer as guitar tones, man. They once again, they've always had good guitar tones.
Yeah,
I could have like gone for a bit of a longer guitar solo.
Yeah,
if you're gonna indulge in it, just indulge in it.
Yeah, go hard.
Just
and
go
there was
hard.
kind of a second one, but my problem with that is that again, like when Jeff Ling's the guitarist of the caliber that he is, that solo was fucking child's play.
Yeah,
like, do you know what I mean? There was nothing.
Yeah.
No, that's my opinion. That's my problem with the whole Parkway thing now, right? Is that when they rose to fame, one of the big reasons is they were doing stuff that wasn't being done by other bands at the time.
Yeah.
Like they stood out amongst the As I Lay Dying and those other metalcore bands. There was something that made them different and stood out more than those bands that were doing similar music. Parkway ascended because they were doing something better than those bands.
Yeah.
Whereas that whole song for me, not only is like that last like da-da, 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 they've put that in like 15 of their last fucking 30 songs, dude. That same like da-da, 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 that they've just done that to death.
But they've also done that that same like lead to death
riff,
as well.
It's just they're just literally chewing out like rehacked, and then the drums are so the doom the drums when you look back at you look at the feel at the start of Picture Perfect Pathetic, like before it's like if looks could kill, like so good, man. The drums were so insane, and again, so you when you know the talent of these musicians and what they're capable of, and then that's what you hear.
It makes it harder. But like, look, the thing is they've been making music for X amount of years now. Yeah. Right. I completely understand that they don't want to make another Horizons. They don't even want to make another another Deep Blue or Atlas. No. Even that's too heavy for them now. But the thing is like, look, when you go so long and you're like, I don't want to make something like I've made before. I think they kind of almost lost the essence of who they are. To a certain degree. Like, because the drummers doesn't go ham anymore, right? The tunings on the guitars aren't low anymore, right? The screaming of Winston, like he's incorporating. I like that he's doing something different all the time, but like the whole like and the master in the bedroom, all that kind of shit, right?
But then again, he's doing that in every song now.
Every song, yeah. If it was like, to start the album off and then to peppered throughout the album or whatnot. But like for the last 2 albums, I've heard he's been doing that. Yeah. Right. So what it feels like is it's almost like they've gone, let's placate to the mass metal or like heavy rock audience, right? And I think that they've somewhat lost a little bit of who they are. Like Winston's scream still sounds the same in like a lot of the heavier parts. Yeah. But man, look, what do I give it out of 17? Yeah. Can you give it donkey kicks? Because it's not really a donkey kickable. Kicks. There's no donkey kicks.
There's no China symbols.
There's no Chinas. I didn't hear a China. Maybe we got to do it. How many whoa-who's out of 17?
How many dad rock albums out of 17?
How many fucking New Balances?
How many? How many Lars Ulrichs?
How many Lars Ulrich snares?
How many Lars Ulrich snares out of 17?
Look, I will always love Parkway. Right?
How many Nothing Else Matters?
They could release. They could be releasing music for the next 20 years on to now, right? And I will always listen to it. I've always listened to it. But the thing is like I'm not going back to it. No. Like I knew this album came out, right? I heard one of their songs in the pre-release. I think it was like Darker Still or something like that. Yeah. There was one of them. I can't remember. And I was just like, I don't know. I'm not going to have that on high rotation.
No way.
So
It's been
I
the
think
same since Aya for me. Like Aya was the last album.
There was still there were still some bangers on Aya though.
Yeah,
there was.
But they still weren't. Like Atlas was the last album that had songs that I was that I still listen to today. I don't have a song from Aya in my
neither do I. Neither do I.
So yeah, man, what's the number?
Look,
17 Lars Ulrichs, or
how many Lars Ulrich snares? How many Saint Angus snares?
Yeah.
I don't want to crush them. I really don't want to crush them because I fucking love them to death. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm deliberating between 10 and 11.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 11. All right. I'm gonna give them the. I'm gonna give them the. I'm gonna give them the nostalgia
11.
points. 11 out of 17,
okay,
which is the lowest rating so far.
Yeah, I think you've done a 12 as your.
I've done a 12 and a half, I think it was, semi recently. Yeah. No, you know what? I'll make it 10 and a half.
Okay.
I'll make it 10 and a half.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Because if we're getting close to some of these songs that we're like, all right, I fuck with it, and they're 12 and a half.
Yeah, then this is whereas there's not a song that we haven't reacted to that we've reacted to that wouldn't go in my playlist. Yeah. Whereas this is the first one that's not going in my playlist.
So 10 and a half for me.
Yeah, man. I think look, I agree with all your sentiment. My biggest problem again is just that like when you know the talent, you've got to change your sound, but they could be making the most insane dad rock ever, right? Doing something that still allows them to be a little bit calmer and not so intense, but still doing some cool shit. As you said, that solo could have melted my fucking face off. Or that da-da at the end could have at least been
a little more empty
or something. A little bit more layered or something that just didn't feel like, and again, something they hadn't already done on their last album 4 or 5 times as their like little heavier bit of the song is just the same fucking kick like riff pattern that they've done. I don't know. It just feels so uninventive.
Exactly. It feels like the same song.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Like that sounds like, as I said, 15 of their other songs off the last 3 albums now, and that's really disappointing, man. Like again, even we've really been ragging on Architects recently, but at least I'll say that.
See, they're still doing.
I'll at least say that their new Architects is still something I haven't heard before. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but it's still has their essence in it. It still has some of that more than what this does, right?
Most definitely.
As much as I feel like Architects is heading down this path a little bit.
But they've still got the sludgy kind of like octave tunes and the scream, like the occasional back and forth on the screams and like the extra kind of stuff going on. Whereas these guys, they got choirs and stuff going on, which I did like. But it's kind of like we've said, they've already released this album. I feel like they released this album with Aya.
Yeah, that's right, and they're just doing it again and again. So, man, for me, this is crazy to think that this would ever come, but it's a 9. I'm going single digits, man.
So the aggregate for the Greatest Fear by Parkway Drive is 10.
Yeah, which even that feels a little bit over for me. Like I could probably honestly give it a. It's quality of production.
Yeah, to get less than 10. It has to sound like dog shit. Like it really, you know what I mean? Like it really has to actually sound like shit.
Yeah, which that didn't sound like dog shit.
No, it was the mix and the music video was dope.
And I can appreciate my dad liking this song. Like I really could. It's funny because he doesn't like the Parkway songs that I like, but I can see him going and seeing that and being like, yeah, man, fucking Parkway.
Oh, look,
man.
We can't sit here and knock it and not give it like props for. Still, like they could have given up after I. They could have been like, we're Dunskies, we're calling it in, and then go and sit in the fucking in the waves for the rest of their lives quite happily, right? But they're still out there putting out music. So like, look, even though they've got a 10 out of 17 Lars Ulrich snares this time, I think, unfortunately, like. We're just not going to ever have that same Parkway back that we kind of hope for.
Of course.
So we just kind of got to ride it out and like see where. I'm always going to be following him, like I said before. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, let us know what you think down in the comments. Whether you agree with our 10, whether you think we're the fossils that have missed the mark.
Well,
let us know.
Maybe our taste is fucking garbage.
Chuck us your rating down in the comments and let us know. And stay tuned for more. What did I just say?
More ropey reactions.
Thick ropey reactions. That's good.
It's all about the rope nowadays. Love it.